Hello, Gara. Real about what? I don't see anything going on in the chat. I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. How peculiar. That's right, we start the stream off with a little bit of gaslighting. Classic Zotan behavior. Welcome in, otherwise. Oh yeah, am I still wearing my EA? I'm still wearing my, No, I'm not. Alright, hold on, let me put on my appropriate attire. There we go. I feel like I have to wear this for a while. To truly atone for my transgressions recently, I'll make it apparent what I'm talking about. There it is. Do you like my apparel? Oh, Jesus, get that away from me. How dare you? New hat, yeah. A new hat. A very earned hat, by the way. It is my fault that I have to wear this. I've explained it in previous streams, but I'll explain it again. Because I don't think you were there when I went on my lamentations. Tokyo Game Show Capcom 2023 live stream event. I stated matter-of-factly many times that they would show off the new Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter 6 as it were. They did not. I was wrong. I got a lot of people's hopes up, including my own. And therefore, I said if I was wrong, may God strike me down. He didn't do that. So as my own recompense, I am wearing this hat. Part 2, I told somebody else to watch the live stream and that I would watch it with them while it was happening in like the morning, a time when neither of us are usually awake. I overslept, and alarms didn't wake me up, and so they stayed up for nothing. So that's 2 reasons I'm wearing the dunce cap, and I'm probably gonna wear it for, I don't know, for a bit, until I feel like I can rightfully shirk it off and return to my natural state. Until then, we're back to the comic stuff. And I guess we could get started on that. Since, on the weekend, I was gonna do more work on this comic thing. You were rude to them too? Yeah, I was rude. I didn't mean to be rude. You know, if I didn't have to sleep ever again, I wouldn't. Unfortunately, I do. And unfortunately, when I go to sleep, I'm borderline comatose. Did you update the Tavern Fund? I didn't, you know, let's do that. What did you tipped again. So it was 40, I believe. Let's get that there. Oh yeah, I have to delete this every time. I hate that. Or do I just clear it? End the goal. New goal. Ugh. I wish they just let you update it, like, you know, naturally. Think so, yeah? Alright. It was 162 when I just deleted it there. Probably should have paid attention. Starting amount, 202. And after January 1st, 2099. There it is. 9 days to go. Like the bread. But yeah, I felt so bad about that thing that I went back into looking up alarm clocks again, because I was like, surely there has to be one that can remedy my problem of sleeping in like an absolute garbage human man. Like an absolute shatheed. I'm grinding for a shiny Lotad. In which what? In which particular iteration, might I ponder? Inquire? That's the word. Violetta? I have not played that one. I haven't played a Pokemon in a long time. In my defense, they haven't made one quite as good as the OGs. And I don't even mean like Gen 1 or 2. I just mean like since Let's go like black and white in a while. Did you get a smartwatch or Fitbit? No, I was looking at those too again. I haven't bought anything yet because I've been doing research right now. But I would, I have put a few on my wish list, my watch list. I haven't debated, or decided rather, which one I'm going to settle on, or what method. Maybe I'll just combine them all. Lord knows I need it. Anything would be better than what I got currently. I was considering learning how to code like a, let's see, like a, let's hypothetical. This would be like my bed. There's a pillow. Here's my face. There'd be like a shelf here with like a cup of water there, and then I'd have like this shelf rigged over to like a little device, like a little alarm timer. And then when the time comes, the shelf would drop out like on a hinge or whatever, and it would swing down, and the shelf would drop water directly onto my face. I think that would work pretty consistently. If I could do that, that wouldn't be bad. Some Rube Goldberg-esque shenanigans, chicanery even. Could work, could work. But more realistically, probably just gonna settle with the alarm clock. Of what kind? I don't know. But something. Something has to work. Something's got to give, as it were. On the topic of Pokemon, though, Niantic, creators of Pokemon Go, so no Wallace bed? No, not yet. Maybe in the future. But Niantic, creators of Pokemon Go, made Monster Hunter Now. That's a game they made. And I hadn't downloaded it for a bit, because I don't move anywhere. I kind of just stay in this house, for better or for worse. But I have downloaded it nowadays, so now I'm just waiting for that game to consume me. That game should be pretty fun. Even if it is a bit, from what I hear, it can get a little grindy and annoying, but that's literally every mobile game in the world right now, so I'm used to it. I'm willing to just play it for like a couple minutes over the course of a few years, and then just progress at a minimal pace for free-to-play players. I am not spending money on those games. You cannot make me. Not when I already don't play the games I have spent money on. Absolutely not. Not gonna spend money on a game I won't play. When I could just be playing it for free. And then smash cut to like 3 months later when I've maxed out the account for $200. I have a 5 o'clock shadow, maybe even a 10 o'clock shadow by that point. Should his hand be doing in this panel? You think I would know that as the guy making it? But I haven't done a lot of staging recently, on account of paying the sleep tax. Weekends when I'm not streaming are usually when I'm working on the actual writing of the comic, but lately I've been just passed out. I slept literally most of Sunday, if not all of it. It was very bad. When I woke up, I was like, oh, surely that could not be the time that it is now. It was actually like a coma. I almost woke up on a different day. It was nuts. And probably unhealthy. I don't know how to stop doing it, though. That's the problem. That's why I need my Wallace bed. Jazz hand. Yeah, I almost had a magic trick pulled on me. And he's not gonna do jazz hands. Maybe he could do, like... Looks like he's about to flip the bird. Oh, this will be a nefarious little... the hand down gesture. Oh, that looks... Oh, behave. That's a good one. I like... That's an interesting pose for that. But no. Maybe if it's outturned a bit more. No. Wait. No. Maybe I'm doing the pose wrong. Maybe he's clapping with one hand. Excuse me, what is the music doing? Okay, my headphones are just very low. What did I do? Oh, I got my rulers out. Hey, bring those rulers back. I like them. Clapping with one hand? Yeah, that could do it. I feel like every time I bring up one of these Monster Hunter playlists, I'm like, what is this enchanting tune that I have no recollection of? And now I'm looking it up again. What is this one? 1359. This is Prosperous City from Monster Hunter Online. Well, that would explain it. That was the one that was never available in the West. Unless you accessed it through some illicit means. For some reason, they just didn't want us touching that one. That was, I believe, a Chinese-only product, which, you know, probably explains it right there. I was making an innuendo. I was aware. I know what that is. I've been around a block or two. Which is not an innuendo. So don't even think about it. If there were ever an innuendo that would be incorrect for me to say, it would be that I've been around a block or two. Most certainly have not. Well, this wouldn't make sense. This line would have to. This would have to be more severe of a curve here. Why did they call it a box, by the way? Sorry, I was just on the topic. I was thinking of block, and then what I was actually trying to think of, and then I thought of it. It's called box. Sometime. I'm gonna look it up. I saw the ping about training session today. No worries if you can't make it. I'm just running some combat training with the newbies. Alright, night. I will see. What is it? I think I did see the ping. I didn't read it, though. I just saw that I had one. training starting at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. What time zone? Or is that just like a unit? Do you use that thing that you normally do? Or it auto-translates it? Oh, I see you have. How very convenient. Yeah, 5 p.m. I'll see if I'm around. I wouldn't hold out for me. Don't wait up for me or anything. That's for sure. What the hell? Apparently the term box, in reference to the vagina, was coined by William Shakespeare. That would be William Shakespeare, wouldn't it? Freaking weirdo. He made up all kinds of garbage. Like names for people of different nations. Never ask William Shakespeare to name an Italian person. As for your time zone, yeah. I've seen the bot in there. William Shakespeare, all's well that ends well. He wears his honor in a box unseen that hugs his kicky wicky here at home. Spending his manly marrow in her eye. Excuse me, William, Bill, could you not do a one-on-one some other time? That would probably work better. At least for me. I know I'm inconvenient, and I do apologize, but it's really the best I can be. Other than not available ever. It's just available at very specific times. Would I like a normal job? Eventually, yeah. This is the only one I got. And it's in the inverse hours, the upside down times. Anyway, William Shakespeare's a nasty man. But that passage made it seem like he was talking about a penis and not a vagina. So I was very confused. That's not even like the same thing. I was thinking about box in reference. I guess it's just in reference to genitals in general. Is, you know, causation enough to link it as an origin point? Just trying to figure out how hands be and stuff. You know how that is. How the hands work. How the hands do hands work. Internet died, I'm back. Welcome back. I don't know what you last heard. So I will refrain from repeating. Can I ask what provider you have if you're willing to part with that information? Because it seems like they got pretty consistent outages, which is a problem I used to have when I had Frontier. They were garbage. Part not to hold out for you? Alright, yeah, I mean, that's probably the last relevant thing. I did say a one-on-one would be acceptable. I would be open to doing that, because I know I'm an inconvenient person to make arrangements for time-wise these days. Charter Spectrum, really? Because I have Spectrum and I never have outages. I know it's heavily area dependent, but it does surprise me. The range of service they can provide, apparently, or not provide, as it were. Is the wireless more likely? We have wireless as well, is the thing. We don't have no fiber, that's for sure. Thank God. I couldn't stand trying to deal with that installation process. Even though I wouldn't be the one doing it, obviously. Just trying to imagine how someone could try to navigate the mess of circuitry that is this household that we live in. I think it would be rough. This is a good song. Everybody shut up while it's playing right now. Oh my god. Charter is a monopoly in our area. They get away with so much. Yeah. That was kind of how Frontier was in my area. We live in old upstate New York. Which is like fake New York, according to most people. And they're right. Nothing happens here. And yet we still have all the impressive titles of being a New Yorker. Even though we're all filthy posers. For better or for worse. I would argue sometimes, usually for the better. I mean, I don't consider myself like a goody two-shoes people pleaser, but I'm definitely nicer than your stereotypical city slicker. But Frontier was all over this area, and we had them forever. And they were garbage, like borderline dial-up sometimes. I mean, the wireless in our house, I have to buy a better mesh network setup. I will say, what was I gonna say? I completely. Oh yeah, we had a metal roof installed, and that really messed up with our data plans via cell phone connection. And I think it somewhat has affected our wireless connectivity in some ways. Having a metal roof. Was a bitch to work with when I was a fiber management center technician. I can imagine they were annoying to have as well. Every facet of their company feels like it was from about 200 years ago, before the age of internet even showed up. I have to look up who composed this specific track. It's so weird. It's so unlike any other Monster Hunter track. Fiber speeds inside this historical building go 5 stories over pre-existing phone lines. I mean, yeah, good luck with it. Yeah, that sounds nightmarish. Pre-existing phone line. We had to get our, or we didn't have to, but we got rid of our home phone lines a while ago. And we had to enable Wi-Fi calling on our devices because we get no cell service in this house anymore. Not since the old iron roof came in. It's not actually made of iron. That would be a bad roofing material, as far as I'm aware. It would probably look cool after a bit, but then it would, you know... Iron would do what it do. And cease being a decent metal after a bit. Benefit of that, one less avenue for scam callers to constantly pester you. You don't have a home phone anymore. I still have to check myself on that. When things ask you to fill in a home phone number, I'm like, oh yeah, that would literally not do anything for them. Don't got one. It's sell or nothing, that's all you get. Fiber speed through a phone line is like shoving an elephant through a doggy door. Absolutely. That sounds like a nightmare. I have a vague understanding of the concept, so yeah. You're not getting it through in one piece, absolutely not. I can imagine not. What is up with this hand here? What do I want it to be doing exactly? Where do it go? I was trying to look up new things about attraction theory today, because it's very interesting when it comes to facilitating character writing. Especially in the sense that it helps characters talk about facilitating a need that the other one can provide for, vice versa, all that. Gonna nab lunch in a nap, I can do. I don't know why I said can do. I guess you can do? I just defaulted to a colloquialism. But yeah, do what you gotta do. And have a go. Oh, my timer died. On the Twitch app. Is it actually? Okay, it's still going on OBS. I can never tell what's happening. See you later. Yeah, see you later. I already paid my sleep tax in spades the other day. Maybe I have too much sleep now. My brain is now not functioning for the other reason. What was I talking about? Let me wax poetic to myself again. But it was about, I think it was the basis of it was attraction theory between the anxious traumatic. It was between two trauma types, and how they subconsciously bond over those two types of trauma. One of them was the anxious subconscious. What is it? Get out of your Microsoft editor. The anxious traumatic type, usually brought on by a neglectful childhood, and they said something about specifically the mother, but it's like, well, I don't know how much you want to buy into that, because they're a little Freudian for me, a little pseudo-scientific on the old parental units there. And then the other one was the avoidant traumatic type, usually brought on by hyper-fixated parents, controlling in their parenting style. And it led to this type of dynamic, and it led me to realize that I was trying to write characters that essentially fit into those dynamics. And how those two dynamics end up kind of like facilitating their own paradoxical interest in each other, their intrigue, as a result of the anxious traumatic type being very, very jealous of others, very prone to feeling like they are going to be easily replaced or something like that. Like the anxious type, they're always hyper-fixated on people's body language and their facial expressions, anything that's a microtonal indicator of emotion or behavior. And it's because of the neglect as a child. They know that, you know, it's like basically an abandonment issue. And the avoidant one, you know, they want independence, they want freedom, but they're also attached to this person that hyperfixates on them and tries to keep them close to themselves. It's very, it's the interesting in how paradoxical it is on the avoidant traumatic type's end. And I'm not even really sure I fully understand it, but even just beginning to understand it, it's like this, it's this interesting dynamic that helps with trying to identify what characters can do for each other. And I saw this all on a TikTok, by the way, so anyone who says TikTok can't be educational, they taught me one thing over the months that I've been using it, so it did something. TikTok is minorly useful occasionally. But I was writing two characters, and now that gave me an even better understanding of why I might have been writing them that way without even realizing it was an interesting experience. Maybe this hand needs to be higher for this pose to convey what I want it to effectively, and then that would mean this sleeve shape needs to change. Maybe? Maybe it doesn't, actually. Not too much, anyway. It's weird because the foreshortening is probably the issue. So let's try this. I think it's too straight on. Yeah, that might work better. It was too foreshortened. What do I want to accomplish today is what I should... You should always set out goals for yourself. For this stream, I think I want to get the base layer here. Or maybe I'll just start doing the flats. Me starting a Rascal Flatts cover band be like... So yeah, maybe I'll just incorporate the flats into the base layer coloring process to speed up everything. And that is assuming the layers can handle that, because sometimes they don't. And color just bleeds everywhere. How many viewers do you think it should take the average streamer to have before they can... Because there was this streamer I was watching on YouTube, and they say that you should always... They have this post-it note on their monitor. This is what they said. A little post-it note. And they've had it there for a long time, and it says stream, like you're streaming to 100 viewers. And I don't even think it's worth me doing that. Particularly when no one's here. But even if there's like, you know, 5, 10 people... I don't think I've ever had 10 people here, but maybe like 4 at most. Even if there's 4 people here, I don't think it's worth my time and energy to stream. Like, there's 100 people here. That would seem annoying, I would think. Because that dynamic is so drastically different from what I currently have. So I wonder what number of viewers I would even need to have to warrant speaking like that. To speaking like I was speaking to... To speak like I was speaking to. A lot of speaking going on here. Some of it wrong, a lot of it wrong. To like 100 people at once. Would it be like 20? I don't know. At what point would the dynamic feel similar enough to where it wouldn't seem like I was trying to pander to nobody? I'm not even going to try to pander to anyone right now. Why would I want to do it later? These streams are more for me, and I've said that before, because if I didn't stream this, let me tell you, drawing these comics for multiple hours a day, I don't know if it would happen, to be honest with you. I don't know if this comic would be even as far along as it is now, and it's not even that far along. I wish it was farther along. Further along? Further along. Farther is for literal distance. I learned this a while ago. Further is for like a more abstract concept of distance. Like you can get further in a book, but you can't get farther in a book unless you're very small and you're trying to bore through the pages like some kind of worm. Then you can get farther through a book. Most of us are not bookworms or bookworm-sized. At least to my knowledge, I don't know. I haven't been outside in a while. Other than to show up to my job. And most people that shop at the grocery store, though, they're normal-sized from what I understand. Unless I have been turned into a worm-sized human being in my sleep and placed in an exact replica of the modern-day society that I once lived in. Maybe we all have. And we just don't know. Are we all worm-sized now? It's hard to say. Maybe we'll never know. And size is relative anyway. Maybe there's an alien race out there that is watching over us, and to them, we are worm-sized. And they're all big and stuff. Unless you're to believe those, mummified alien remains in Mexico or whatever. If that were the case, if those are the aliens, and there's evidence, strong evidence to suggest that they're not, but if those were the aliens that we're supposed to be looking out for, they are very small. They go up to my shin, maybe my knee. On a good day, they're very tiny creatures. If those were the aliens, and I don't believe they are. Based on what I've seen. Freaking phonies. The lot of them, all of them. Is it too hard to just get one real alien? I don't even care what it looks like at this point. Just get a real one. Could be a Martian, could be one from Venus. I don't think they would be from Venus, though. Venus is too hot. There wouldn't be no alien on Venus. Absolutely not. Not on Pluto, either. I don't think there's going to be alien life in our galaxy other than us, which is a little disappointing. But that could mean that any life we do see not from here... Oh, my chat freaked out again. Stop doing that. Twitch, what are you doing? Maybe my internet is dying. Maybe I was too cocky. No, I'm pretty sure this is a Twitch thing. But I can't say for sure. I was like, yeah, I never have outages, and then Twitch is freaking out, trying to make me think I do. God, it's already been 40 minutes. Time passes too quickly. Where does this lady's mouth go? And then I think we make the eyes slightly bigger. Much like the hair, but not... But kind of. But not really. But a little bit. And then we can flip it to make sure. Obviously, that's what we gotta do. We do it every time, every stream, we flip stuff all over the place. I really should clean this thing. There's like this little smear on my monitor. I'm not sure where this came from or when it showed up, but there's this little smear on my monitor. I got a little smudge here. I gotta get that off of there. It's actually obstructing my vision. This song is terrifying. It's that one sound as well. The one that sounds like a Dementor flying into your ear. Hate that. Awful. Dreadful noise. Heinous sound. It's been a while since I've drawn her pupils this thin, even though that was the original idea for her eyes, her design, her eyes designs, her eye designs. Because realize, as it has once been said. And Jaden Smith was right when he said that. I don't know if he was right when he said, how can mirrors be real when our eyes aren't real? I'm pretty sure my eyes are real. I get what pseudo-intellectual meaning he was trying for there. But anyone who has seen a single second of Neo Yokio will quickly realize that that boy ain't right. He is not to be trusted with any level of discourse, both intellectual or pseudo. Either intellectual or pseudo, I should say. That show was ridiculous. It made Jaden Smith look so ill-adjusted as a human being. It was very funny, though. That's the kind of show you binge watch with your friends to laugh at it. In like just one evening, because it is not something you come back to for repeated viewings or sessions. It's just not that thing. It's basically a glorified Toblerone ad. At some points. I don't even remember if it had an intro or like a theme song or anything. Which would be wild for a show coming out of, you know, the idea of people from the Smith house. They always do music stuff, like all of them. Will Smith is definitely one of those celebrities where you simply do not identify them by their first name. What's up, Will? No one says that. No one's ever says Mr. Smith. Will Smith. You have to say the whole thing, or else it doesn't seem right. Another one that was made apparent to me, I didn't even think about this one until it was brought to my attention, but Adam Sandler. You would never in a million years just think of somebody just calling him up and be like, yo, Adam, how's it going? It's always Adam Sandler. It is never Adam. If anyone called him Adam, I think he would have a heart attack. Much like that one scene in Click. Sorry for spoilers, but if you haven't seen Click, well, I don't even know what to say. Is it a good movie? Is it a bad movie? Kind of both. So I don't even really feel bad for spoiling that movie. It's more of an anomaly, if anything. I'm not really sure how to interpret Click as a film. It has good moments and bad moments. So it occupies both ends of a spectrum that I wasn't even sure existed. It's not like... It doesn't balance it out either in a way that makes it mediocre. It's just got weird peaks and valleys that I don't think anybody knows how to properly comprehend as a whole. So what is it even doing? What message is it conveying? I don't know. It's just so weird. And not in like an abstract art house way either. Pretty apparent with its messaging. More so how it chose to do it and when it chose to do it. That's what makes the film so just unique, I guess. This seems a little too severe, this expression here. I wanted to have her expression look a little confused, but not like, huh? Not like a full Tim Allen noise. Let's flip it around. Do we have to make this eye bigger? Is that the problem? Might be the problem. I think this line of the face might need adjusting then. That's my next issue here. That looks better. Yeah, that's alright, that one. Weight. I think it can be even better if we just angle it out a little bit. Just a little bit of an angle here. Let's move the pivot point here. Maybe even more? Nah, I think it actually looked better before. And now I don't like it at all. Hold on, this is the problem with art. Did you like the line you drew? I don't even know anymore. I think her head tilt might be too severe again. We can fix all this. It'll just take a bit to finagle it into place. Is this what I want? Dare I say it? Is the hair too big in this spot over here? I think it just, I hate to say it, but maybe. Feels like blasphemy on this channel. That seems a little bit... Excuse me, I looked over, I saw Twitch reconnecting my chat again. What is happening? Is there an event happening today that's hogging up all the bandwidth or something? Is there some kind of sport ball game I'm not aware of? Freaking football? I'm checking Twitch right now. I don't even care. Yeah, I'm streaming right now. Whatever. First I should check YouTube to see what's going on. What is the last one I have uploaded? September 18th. Okay, good. That one is uploaded to YouTube's. Then I gotta upload 20th, 21, 25. I gotta catch up on those again. I keep falling behind. Last one uploaded is... I might as well just brute force it. Just upload like all 7 of these at once. It's just like... I can't even... I can't deal with it, mate. It's too many. Unless I catch up now. I've been trying to like drip feed it to like 3 a day. Never gonna catch up doing that. I gotta just give up any potential algorithm viewership. Not that I'm going for it, but I have to give it up and just put them all up on one day. To catch up. Anyway, I'm checking Twitch right now. I'm checking the most popular stream in the most popular category. Why am I here? Get out of here. Browse. Special events. That only has 17k viewers, but like, what? You can just do that? You can debut a VTuber, and that counts as a special event on Twitch TV? I guess I could technically... I could have done it. So I guess, you know, I thought that was like an official thing that Twitch put out for specific kind of actual paid-for events and coverage. Like, you know, their whole... or really anything to do with game awards and game shows and what have you. Just chatting. Nope. Nothing out of the ordinary happening here. I have no idea then. Everything seems to be in order. Whoops, get that out of there. Get your hair out of your face. In the most literal sense I can interpret it. Well, I think we do have all of that in place. So I guess we can start on the flats now. Which honestly shouldn't even take that long, considering. Let's see how it goes. Oh boy. Yeah, I think unfortunately I need to do things in this way. Because of the brush I'm using and how gross it gets. When I use this fill bucket tool, what the heck, where did that come from? I used this color specifically. If I used a different brush, and I should, and I will, then all of this could be sped up so much. I'll look for one in a moment. In a moment, I mean later. Way later. Where is this fool's colors? Literally every page I have him on now has words on it, so we're just gonna hide the eyeballs. Hoya! Not that anyone's here right now, but in the future they might be. I will keep it under lock and key. Speaking of future stuff, I've been thinking about what I might do for Patreon stuff, or basically I wasn't really wondering what I would do. I was looking at what other people had done and seeing if it was a good idea and what generally worked for them, because what Patreon does these days is they tell you what the most popular category is that people buy on your channel. Or what the most popular tier is that people purchase, so I think that's a useful thing to actually see what people want. As opposed to vaguely guessing at what people want. Some of them usually include, one of the more popular things I've seen is, one of them was definitely getting a name at the end of each update that you make. That was one that seemed to be in a most popular tier a lot. Another one included... I'm trying to remember. Honestly, the most popular ones that you would expect to be, they usually weren't, at least for the smaller comics, maybe for the bigger ones that are focused on this sort of thing, it would be the more popular option, but a lot of them, like if you would expect like the NSFW content to be the most popular tier, not so amongst the smaller folk and their smaller comics. I don't mean smaller in terms of stature either. That would be silly. Have your eyeballs back. I think I've hidden all the words on this page, yeah. Back to its old state. Oh, I didn't even erase it before I did that. Ew, look at all these artifacts. I wonder if I'm even on pace to finish this by the end of the year, if I would have to, or if I would have to pull off some Herculean-type marathon in my off time to even muster that out. I'm not sure entirely where I am in terms of the comic, but can't be too far off, I don't think. The end of the chapter 1, as I should rephrase it to mean. I can't keep calling it prologue, or else I'll forget. And I do not want to call this prologue. Simply because of the implication. Oh, I didn't even finish this guy. Yeah, I'll have to do that. So much line art, so little time. Oh. I hate when that happens. Why does it do that to me? That's the bottom. We need this one right here. Oh yeah, there's a body. This freaked me out. I thought there was going to be a nude body here that I just had here for some reason. I don't even have those images saved in my computer. Why would I? Never would do that. Kind of thing. We clap with both hands in this household. Stop doing that. What did I just say? Alright. No, don't see it. Don't think I don't see you down there. And you over here as well. Oh god, I've done it again, haven't I? I've bloody done it again. I didn't even notice this here. Or this. I gotta take a closer look at this. Oh god, I gotta hide the sketch layer. That is gonna cause some issues. Hi, hello, Mask. Welcome in. How are you doing? On this afternoon, had to remember what time it was. Calling you a Green Goblin bastard. No, it was deserved. I earned it. Hence why the hat is still on. I feel like I'm going to be wearing this until I feel like I have absolved myself in some shape or form. Bye? You mean bye as in heading out? Is that what you're doing? Did you just drop in to say that? Whoops, here I am. The world may never know. Alright, now I gotta finish this panel before I do any more flats. I think that dude did just come in here and say that and leave. In that case, I reject his apology. How dare he? No one just apologizes and then that maybe they move on with the conversation. How dare you? No, there's like a whole little but there's a postscript to every apology where you just have a conversation. You can't just come in here and then leave. No, that's not how apologies work. Absolved of no guilt. You talk about the weather, you talk about everyone's day, how it was, you know, there's stuff that happens after an apology. A good old heartfelt cry between the participants of the argument. Something for closure. I can't believe this. It really be your own sometimes. And he didn't even spell "bye" correctly for the form that he was using. There's just this is a whole barrel of monkeys at this point. And I hate barrels of monkeys. What's the point? They only have one function that you can utilize them in when you're playing with them. You make a long chain of them, that's it. Maybe I just wasn't creative enough as a child to use them to their full potential. But they should have been more entertaining to warrant my experimentation. In that case. Like those little magnet toys, those I played with a lot. The one where you had the little metal rods here, and you connect them to the little magnetic balls. And you can make all sorts of structures with them, and you can make all sorts of... I made like a bunch of pyramid, you get like a... Taught you a lot about spatial as structural integrity. Try to build the biggest tower you can out of those things. You would learn quick what did and did not work. Absolutely. Can you imagine if all apologies were handled that way? At any level of severity? Yeah, sorry I cheated on you. Bye. That just ain't gonna fly, alright? We have standards for post-apology conversation in society. It's not just the expectation that you can drop in, say sorry, and then leave. No. This will not stand, and the next time Mask stops by here, I will make him aware of that. I don't care if he's got class, which is probably the excuse. Should have picked a better time to bring out the apology guns. Here I am in my stupid hat, stewing right now. There's a fire roaring underneath it. I don't even know how it's roaring under there. Usually when you put a cap over a fire, it, you know, deprives it of oxygen and it goes out. Not this one. Not a rage fire. Mm-mm. What is this giant slug that I've drawn on this man's shoulder? Simply don't look like that. Do not look like anything else, please. I gotta do something about all that. I think the mesh transformation tool will be utilized here to iron that out. I believe that needs to be a thing. Is this anything? No, that looks worse than before. This is impossible. Especially when I press the Windows key like that. But we gotta get this line right, man. We have to. Welcome to Zotan's chat room. I know, Twitch. Thank you. That's like the 40th time you've told me. How gracious of you to remind me yet again. And to welcome me into my own chat once again. Truly, it would not have the same experience without this happening every 5 to 10 minutes. This line is proving to be impossible. I will nail this. Or I will die trying. I have been seeing a number of comics on Webtoon at an increasingly high frequency that only upload 1 page a week. And I've been tempted, but for now I'm pretty dead set on releasing 2 a week to at least get the story out there. Like I said, I'm gonna release 12 pages on the first day in 3 parts, because that's how you game the system on Webtoon, apparently. You gotta have 3 episodes to bring up the prompt that gets people to subscribe to your series. And then from every week that after, I'm gonna do 2 pages a week, at least until I run out. And then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I haven't thought that far ahead. I could do that thing where I go on a hiatus until the chapter and a few buffer pages are done, and then I go back into posting 2 a week until I run out again. Or I could lower the threshold down to 1 page a week and just be super consistent. I don't know. It's a tricky thing to decide when I haven't even uploaded 1 episode yet. Would this look better if I just brought it down a bit dimensionally? Maybe. Ooh, does this look better? Actually, now that I'm doing it, now that I'm messing around and not progressing, you should just progress to it. I know. But like, no. What if I messed around and found out instead? Well, I don't hate that, so let's flip it around and see if I do hate it, actually, and I'm just coping. No, that doesn't look bad, actually. And I'm surprised. I have no idea if it accurately pairs up to the design of the armor I had from a front-facing view, but I think it's close enough. See, this is a little too forward protruding for that. There, I think that is satisfactory to my eyes, my senses, as they were, and they are, and will be, hopefully. I don't plan on going blind. Man, if I went blind before this comic came out, oh, yikes. Talk about the least, my top 10 least desired outcomes for this comic. Or me as a human, really. If I went blind, well, for one thing, I couldn't do art. I couldn't play video games anymore. The one thing that I could do that I still enjoy, or that I could still enjoy after that happened, that I enjoy currently, would probably be movies. Books would have to be audiobooks. But like everything else I love to do, I'm a very visual person. It's kind of why I do all of this. It's kind of why I've decided to commit myself to creating a visual world with people in it. And what have you. If I didn't do that, then I would be far more inclined to be like, you know what, blindness wouldn't be so bad. But for me now, it'd be like, you know, having drawn for like 15 plus years, definitely more, but you know, it would be so bad. For me personally, to lose my eyesight. In fact, my mother even brought up this clinic, I don't know if it's a clinic, but this place nearby that could get me evaluated for colorblind correctional glasses, and that sounded interesting to me. I could finally see what red actually be like, as opposed to my perception, my skewed, twisted view on red. My nasty interpretation of what the red color is, and how it be. Alright, let's take the brown. I'm very good at stealing this particular color. I do it for this entire scene because I'm not very good at backgrounds yet. I've seen other comics use these cute little shortcuts they do for backgrounds and blurring stuff and abstracting shapes to indicate items that they outline in a previous wide shot. In a simply communicated way. Interesting, I haven't done any of that yet, though. I've been going for, like, some wooden texture at most, and, like, a gradient that reflects the ambient light of the room.